Wow, that's exactly what I said whenever I saw this. One of my good friends on Instagram, he sent me this and I appreciate that. It left me speechless, and it's still leaving me speechless. I don't know what to say. I couldn't believe it at first, and I mean that in the most respectful way. It is just so insane, and you don't see it every day, where a guy who only has one arm in the sport of basketball get a Division I offer, not just from any low-class D1 school, but one of the most prestigious programs of all time. I don't think some of you quite understand how hard it is to get an offer from Memphis, yet alone with the odds already stacked against you. Hansel, Emmanuel, you could go on for days, hours, and years and say so many good things about him. It's motivational and it's inspirational. But what I love about his story the most is that it gives you and many people out there, including myself, zero excuses. If this man can go out there with one arm and not just get a couple of college offers, but an offer from Memphis, there's nothing you can't do. It's just unreal, and I don't care if you're the most hateful person in the world. When you see this stuff about him, you can't help but smile. But however, with all of this great stuff being said, we're gonna talk about the truth behind this. Yo, Matt, what are you talking about? What do you mean the truth? Let's just say we got some interesting stuff to talk about. As always, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, just simply go down there, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We're on the road to 200K. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So far, throughout his season for Life Christian Academy in Kissimmee, Florida, he's averaging a whopping 25.9 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6.9 assists, and 3.4 blocks. I don't have to sit up here and tell you he's incredible, because we know that. I'm not going to bore you and talk about all that nonsense. What I'm about to get into, it's not me hating on the kid, it's not me being negative, it's just reality, and it's the harsh truth. So if you get offended easily, just click off now. I've gave you a warning. It's your last chance. If you think you're going to be offended, click off now. For those of you that have chosen to stay, I want you to hear me out because I'm going to offer you some facts. Currently right now, at least according to Sports Illustrated, he holds offers from Tennessee State, Bethune-Cookman, and now Memphis. Let's not joke around and kid with ourselves. The chances of him getting to the NBA with only one arm, it's slim. I mean, heck, the chances of getting to the NBA period, the end, it's already slim itself. But I'm going to offer you this. You know what? Scratch that. I'm not going to offer you. I'm going to tell you. Every single time I stumble across his highlights, you know how it is on social media. You just see stuff, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I can't help but think if he had two arms, he'd be sought after as one of the top recruits in high school basketball. I can't help it. Every time I see him play, I'm like, man, if he had two arms, we'd be talking about maybe a top 10 lottery pick in the future. But sadly, the harsh reality, the harsh truth is that since he does only have one arm, people look at him different. Should it be that way? No. It is what it is, and that's how the world works. If somebody has disabilities, people, they're told not to look at them differently, but they still do. And that right there is what pisses me off the most for him, and it's such an inspirational story. Let me know in the comment section if you happen to feel the same way. I think he'd be a 5-star recruit if he had two arms, and he'd also be a top 10 player right now. He has great size, he has great footwork, he's insanely athletic, and he also can shoot. And I don't want to say he's not getting enough credit because a lot of people know his name, and he is getting a lot of love and credit, but I still think it's not enough. I wanted to get that ran out the way. I just want people to understand if this man had two arms, we'd be having a completely different conversation. We'd be talking about the NBA, and I can't stress that enough. Getting a move on, I want to touch on this. I have seen some rumors and comments. I think they're ignorant, but you got people stating the fact that, oh, Penny Hardaway, he's only doing this as a publicity stunt, and he's not going to play the kid if he gets him. I'm not even going to try to find the comments that say that because they're ignorant and they deserve no attention. Here's what I am going to do. If you're one of those people who think that, I'm going to respond to you right now. Quit being so naive and quit being a hater. Penny Hardaway didn't offer him for a publicity stunt. He'd offered him because, oh, what do you know? He's a good basketball player. Have you ever thought about that? Here's my biggest dilemma with all these nonsense rumors going around. If he had two arms, you wouldn't even think about saying it's a publicity stunt and Penny Hardaway wants attention. But since he has one, it's a publicity stunt. Have you ever thought about this? Maybe he's good at what he does. Maybe he got that offer because he averages 26 points per game, 11 rebounds, and nearly 7 assists, and 3.5 blocks. But oh, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to bring that up, right? Regardless of those idiotic comments, getting an offer from Memphis, like I said, it's legendary and it's big time. On a serious note, what's the chances that Hansel Emmanuel even plays at Memphis if he does go there? And I want y'all to understand, I'm not looking at Hansel Emmanuel like a lot of other people. Most of them are looking at him as a one-arm hooper. I'm looking at him as a basketball player. And as a basketball player, I don't think he'd play a lot in his first year there just because they already have so much talent and Imani Bates is already coming back. I also don't necessarily like the coaching style that Hardaway has, and this year, he hasn't been that good. For all the talent that Memphis has landed and all the talent they currently got on their team, it doesn't show on the court at times. My biggest problem with him going to Memphis and the biggest concern is him getting lost in the rotation and he just have a career that didn't mean nothing. Whereas if he goes to a lower school that values him more, like Bethune-Cookman or maybe somewhere else, maybe D2, he'd play a lot more, and we can all agree on that. I never understood why these college athletes, you go to a big time program and you just sit the bench. Me, I'd rather go to a Division II school and be the star player. That's my biggest argument, and here's the reality and here's the truth. If he goes to Memphis or another big time D1 program, he's not going to play that much. But on the contrary, you go to a smaller school where you're valued more and more than likely one of the best players on the team, you're going to be a star player. I kind of repeated myself there, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. Whoa, hold on. We got to look at something else. Recently, there was a new NIL evaluation, if you don't know what that means, name, image, and likeness, and Hansel Emmanuel's evaluation is at roughly $1.2 million. Do you know what you can do with $1.2 million? I'm not saying you can retire, but you can put yourself in some pretty good shoes. That right there is really fascinating because if he goes to Memphis or a big time school, he might have a better chance of landing a lot of sponsorships. But if he doesn't go to a big time school, he might not. I know this ain't a great comparison, but it's sort of a similar situation. It's like Caleb Williams who left Oklahoma to go to USC. Caleb goes to USC and already he's got 3 major NIL deals that more than likely he wouldn't have got if he stayed at Oklahoma. For the sake of this video, let's say Hansel goes to Bethune-Cookman. Is he more than likely to get a Adidas sponsorship at Memphis or Bethune-Cookman? I just said Adidas because it came to my mind, but we can agree at Memphis he has better opportunities. And if you don't think that's going to play into his decision, I hate to inform you, you are very wrong. There's one thing for sure, he's got a tough decision ahead of him and I would not want to be in his shoes. Let me know in the comment section, where do you think he's going to go and where's the best fit? I'm wishing the best of luck. It's a great story. He continues to shatter the odds. He's already beat the odds. He's just doing ×2 now. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. But with all that being said, I'm just going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you know that channel, what are you doing? Join the family. Hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Okay, I'm back, and you're probably wondering why, and I'm going to explain. I'm not even going to troll around or BS with you. I saw the video was close to 8 minutes, so I figured we might as well stretch it out so your boy Matt can pay off his mortgage. Yeah, give me about 1, 2, 3 more seconds. Yeah, that should be good. All right, have a good one. Bye.